A very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to do the prelims challenge MCQs, most expected questions in the prelims 2025. So let's begin with the first question. At the national level, which ministry is a nodal agency to ensure effective implementation of scheduled tribes and other traditional forest developers? Recognition of Forest Right Act 2006. A. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. B. Ministry of Panchayat Raj. C. Ministry of Rural Development. D. Ministry of Tribal Affairs. The Union Ministry of Tribal Affairs is the nodal agency for implementation of Scheduled Tribe and other traditional forest developers. Recognition of Forest Rights Act 2006. The ministry deals with forest and livelihood objectives at the national level. Forest Rights Act 2006. Forest Rights Act 2006 deals with the rights of communities that dwell in forests, including the scheduled tribes, over land and other resources, which have been denied to them over the years because of continuation of forest laws from colonial era in the country. So the correct answer here is D, Ministry of Tribal Affairs. So at the national level, which ministry is a nodal agency to ensure effective implementation of scheduled tribe and other traditional forest dwellers? Recognition of Forest Right Acts 2006. It is the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Next question is, what does venture capital mean? A. A short-term capital provided to industries. B. A long-term startup capital provided to new entrepreneurs. C. Funds provided to industries at the time of incurring losses. D. Funds provided to replacement and renovation of industries. Now let us look what venture capital exactly is. Venture capital is a form of private equity and a type of financing that investors provide to startup companies and small businesses that are believed to have long-term growth potential. Venture capital generally comes from well-off investors, investment banks, and any other financial institutions. It provides necessary funding resources for the startups that do not have access to capital market, bank loan, and or other debt instruments due to their newness, small size, or lack of tangible assets. Venture capital investment is a form of private equity and a type of financing that investors provide to startup companies and small business that are believed to have long-term growth potential. Venture capital generally comes from well-off investors, investment banks, and any other financial institutions. It provides necessary funding resources for startups that do not have access to capital markets, bank loans, or other debt instruments due to their newness, small size, or lack of tangible asset. Venture capital investment is often risky, but offers potential for above average returns which attract investors. How does venture capital work? Fundraising. Venture capital funds raise money from various investors to create a pool of funds. Then next is investment. They then identify and invest in startup and early stage companies with high growth potential. The investment is not just monetary. Venture capitalists also provide mentorship, strategic advice, and networking opportunities. Growth stage. With the infusion of capital, these companies ideally grow and expand. During this phase, venture capitalists may provide additional rounds of funding. Exit. The ultimate goal of venture capital investment is to exit the investment at a significantly higher valuation than the entry point. Exits are typically achieved through an IPO, initial public offering, or by selling the company to a larger one, acquisition. Types of venture capital are seed capital, very early investment to provide a new idea, often before the startup has fully formed its product. It is known as seed capital. Early stage financing, investment given for product development and initial market. This can include Series A and Series B rounds. Expansion financing, also known as growth financing, this is capital provided to expand market reach, make significant R&D investment, or increase working capital. Late stage financing, funding provided to companies that have reached a certain level of maturity right before the IPO. So the correct answer here is B, long-term startup capital provided to new entrepreneurs. In India, extended produce responsibility was introduced as an important feature in which of the following? A. Biomedical waste management. B. Recycled plastic manufacturing and usage rules 1999. C. The e-waste management and handling rules. So the correct answer here is C. Consider the following statements. The Sustainable Development Goals were first proposed in 1972 by a global think tank called Club of Rome. The Sustainable Development Goals have to be achieved by 2030. Both 1 and 2 are correct. In a given year, India official poverty lines are higher in some states than in others because of A. Poverty rates vary from state to state. B. Price levels vary from state to state. C. Gross state product varies from state to state. D. Quality of public distribution varies from state to state. It is price levels vary from state to state. With reference to Lok Adalats, which of the following statement is correct? Lok Adalats have jurisdiction to settle the matters at pre-litigative stage and not those matters pending before any court. B. Lok Adalats can deal with matters which are civil and not criminal in nature. C. Every Lok Adalat consists of either serving or retired judicial officers only and not any other person. D. None of the above statement are correct. Which one of the following ancient towns is well known for its elaborate system of water harvesting and management by building a series of dams and channelizing water into connected reservoirs? A. Dholavira. B. Kalibangan. C. Rakhigarehi. D. Ropar. It is Dholavira. In the context of recent advances in human reproductive technology, pro-nuclear transfer is used for A. Fertilization of egg in vitro by donor sperm, B. Genetic modification of sperm-producing cells, development of stem cells into functional embryos, prevention of mitochondrial disease in offspring. It is prevention of mitochondrial disease in offspring. What is Cas9 protein that is often mentioned? A. Molecular scissors in jar targeted gene editing. Biosensor used in accurate detection of pathogen in patient. Gene that makes plant pest resistant. Herbicidal substance synthesized in genetic human. It is a molecular scissor used in target gene editing.